Here's a question most people genuinely can't answer. Where do you actually stand financially? Not, am I doing okay? Because okay is not a number. Not, am I better than my parents? Because that's not a benchmark. I mean where, specifically, on the scale from financial emergency to complete financial freedom, do you sit right now? Most people have no idea. And that's exactly the problem. Because if you don't know where you are, you can't know how far you are from where you want to be. Today, we're fixing that. 5 levels of wealth. Real numbers, real benchmarks. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which level you're in and what it takes to reach the next one. My name is Joey, and on this channel, I want to teach you how to save, invest, use, and grow your money so you can have more freedom and retire earlier without depending on the government. Subscribe to the channel and like this video. Here's something that should bother you. There's no standard scorecard for personal finance. You know your GPA. You know what percentile your SAT score put you in. You know your credit score, probably to the exact digit. But your actual financial position? Most people describe it as doing all right or working on it, which means absolutely nothing.
The truth is, most Americans are navigating their finances without a map. According to a 2024 Federal Reserve report, nearly 40% of Americans couldn't cover an unexpected $400 expense without borrowing money or selling something. 57% have less than $1,000 in savings. And the median retirement savings for Americans in their 50s, people who should be close to the finish line, is just $87,000. That's not a nest egg, that's a warning sign. So before we talk investing strategy or Roth IRAs, we need to establish the map. You need to know where you're starting from. Let me walk you through the 5 levels, and I want you to be honest with yourself as we go through each one. Level 1, the survivor. A survivor is anyone whose financial life would collapse with one bad month. 0 emergency fund, credit card debt that carries a balance month to month, savings rate of 0% or negative. If your car breaks down tomorrow and the repair costs $1,200, you don't have the cash and you'd have to put it on plastic. Here's the hard truth about level 1. Income doesn't determine whether you're here. There are people earning $80,000 a year who are survivors because every dollar coming in goes right back out. According to LIMRA data, 51% of Americans have no financial safety net of any kind. Level 1 is far more common than people want to admit.
Level 2, the stabilizer. A stabilizer has started building the basics. 1 to 3 months of expenses saved, bills paid on time, maybe some high-interest debt that's actively being paid down. You might have a 401k at work, but just enough to capture the employer match. The benchmarks, somewhere between $3,000 and $10,000 in accessible savings, a 3 to 5% investing rate, no new consumer debt being added. Roughly 35% of Americans sit at level 2, and this is where most people plateau. Not because they're failing, but because nobody ever showed them what level 3 looks like. Level 3, the builder. A builder has the foundation locked. 6 months of emergency fund. Not 3, 6. 0 high-interest debt. And here's the critical number. They're investing at least 15% of gross income. That's the threshold. At 15%, compound interest starts working in a way you can actually feel within 5 years. The benchmarks, $15,000 to $50,000 in liquid savings, net worth growing by $20,000 or more per year, a Roth IRA maxed at $7,000 annually, or a 401k approaching its $23,500 limit. The builder is where financial anxiety starts to quiet down. Not disappear, quiet down. You still have to work, but one bad quarter at your company doesn't trigger a crisis. Level 4, the accelerator. An accelerator is someone whose money is the benchmarks, net worth between $200,000 and $800,000, savings rate of 20 to 30%, passive income that covers real monthly expenses, a car payment, a utility bill, a month of groceries.
At $300,000 invested at 8%, you're earning the equivalent of $15 an hour from your portfolio alone. A part-time job, your money is working for you. This is where the math starts to feel almost unfair in the best possible way. Level 5, the free. Level 5 is the crossover point. Investment income covers your living expenses. Work is optional. The math, if your annual living expenses are $60,000, you need $1.5 million invested at the 4% rule. If your expenses are $40,000, which is entirely achievable with intentional spending, you only need $1 million. The lower your lifestyle cost, the shorter your path to freedom. Benchmarks, net worth of $1 million to $3 million, depending on lifestyle. Monthly passive income equal to or greater than monthly expenses, and work is something you choose, not something you owe. The critical insight here, very few people reach level 5 by earning more. Most people reach level 5 by controlling the gap, the distance between what they earn and what they spend. It's not about the biggest number, it's about the widest gap.
Here's where most people get stuck, the jump between level 2 and level 3. The move from survivor to stabilizer feels like a win. You built a cushion, you stopped drowning, but then level 2 starts to feel like the destination. You're comfortable, the panic is gone, and comfort is where financial progress goes to die. The other dangerous plateau sits between level 3 and level 4. You're doing the right things, saving 15%, Roth IRA maxed, but you haven't increased your savings rate in years because life has quietly expanded to absorb every extra dollar. This is lifestyle creep operating at the builder level. It's subtle enough that most people don't notice it for an entire decade. The brutal truth, moving between levels requires active decisions, not just passive habits. Habits get you to level 3. Decisions get you to level 5. So how do you actually move up? If you're at level 1, your only mission right now is $1,000 in cash. Not investing, not the debt avalanche. Just $1,000 in a separate account that you do not touch for anything that isn't a genuine emergency. That single number changes your psychological relationship with money. If you're at level 2, hit a 10% savings rate and lock in the full employer 401k match. Automate it, don't touch it. Then attack any debt above a 7% interest rate using the avalanche method. Highest rate first, minimum payments on the rest. If you're at level 3, push your savings rate from 15% to 20%. Open a taxable brokerage account and start building outside of retirement-only accounts. Your next 5% of savings rate is hiding in your big 3 expenses: housing, transportation, and food. That's where the money lives. If you're at level 4, stop over-optimizing and let compound interest do its job. Keep your allocation simple: 80% broad market index funds, 20% bonds. Set it, automate it, don't touch it. Calculate your exact crossover number, monthly expenses times 300, and write it on something you see every day. And whatever level you're in right now, here's the single most useful thing you can do today. Calculate your actual current savings rate. Not estimate, calculate. Take what you invested last month, divide it by what you earned last month, and multiply by 100. That number tells you more about your financial future than your salary ever will. So here's what I want you to do right now, before you close this video. Figure out which level you're actually in. Not which one feels comfortable to say. The real one. Drop it in the comments. I read every one of them. And if this framework made you want to know exactly how to accelerate from level 3 to level 4, subscribe and watch this next video. The math there will change how you look at every single paycheck going forward.